Hello, readers. Remember when we last left off, Elin had received a strange package. Let's see what it was. Elin opened the letter and began to read. Dear Elin, I know that you don't think my intentions toward you were sincere, but I had to let you get back home before I made any further contact. I need you to abolish the thought that it was just a Vegas thing, and what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Elin, you are a great teacher, and I am now asking you to do what you have asked of your students so many times. Think. I am asking you to think back to Vegas. Yes, it was you that I couldn't take my eyes off of in the hotel lobby. After which, you ran out of there like a monster was chasing you. Think. How did I know your hotel room to bring your lovely trinket? Think. How did I know you'd be on that tour bus? Think. Why did I give you an invitation to my honorarium? Think. How did I just happen to come to the restaurant you were in? Think. How did I know your home address and that you are both an educator and a writer? I am not trying to freak you out, but for both of us, I need you to consider each and everything that we have encountered together. T.H. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Oh my goodness, there's more to this letter? There is no one in this world for me but you. I know all the things you're saying to yourself right now. What does he want with me? Is this some sort of gag? He has this, he has that, he has this beautiful woman, he has that movie star. Elin, before you prejudge me, all I ask is that you think about me. The phone I sent is programmed with my private number, meant only for you. You are my heartbeat, and I don't know how it has functioned up to now without you. Oh my. What in the world is going on? I'm here in Chicago. This has got to stop. What is going on? Elin paced back and forth to control her emotions. She went to the kitchen to make a cup of tea to calm herself down. She tried her best to process all of this as she sat there with her mouth open in shock and bewilderment. How did he continue to know her thoughts? Did she dare allow herself to think about him? And from that one question, answers seemed to just appear in her heart. Is this not what her father had always known? Didn't he always say that there was a special person just for her? He told her that because she honored her mother's dream of finishing college, God himself would bless her beyond her wildest dreams. She thought it quite profound that, because of all this thinking T.H. asked of her, she was remembering very special moments shared with her parents. She recalled the things they said about the heart. Because her parents were both psychologists who had helped thousands on matters of the heart and mind, she held what they said in high esteem. Elin recalled her father saying, "It is truly amazing how the mind gets in the way of the heart. When past hurts affect people, the mind tries to build around the heart to keep it from seeing truth. But the heart always finds a way because love is just that powerful. The mind can never fully close off the love that has been planted in our hearts." Elin sat down to a soothing tea that she used to drink with her mom. She would always say that tea was comfort to the soul. She knew now exactly what those words meant. Elin's thoughts were interrupted as the doorman called to announce Rena's arrival. Rena and Elin were like sisters. Both were without siblings and sort of adopted each other since grade school. Rena's parents were both college professors teaching abroad. That had been a lifelong dream of theirs, so when asked, they jumped at the chance. They tried to bring Rena with them, but she didn't want to leave Elin. Rena thought that her own country needed her most, and right she was. She was responsible for bringing and keeping many jobs in the U.S. Her expert skills in computer technology created small and large companies that employed thousands and opened doors of entrepreneurship for all individuals. Soon after Elin hung up from the doorman, Rena was knocking on the door. As Elin opened the door, she was grabbed with a quick hug. "Well, hello, Miss Vegas. You know I can't wait to hear all about your little hiatus. But first, I have a surprise for you." With that, Rena grabbed Elin's handbag and literally pulled her out to the waiting elevator. Elin couldn't get a word in as the elevator doors opened and sped them to the first floor. With Rena's car parked right in front, she pulled her toward the car and they both hopped in. At this point, Elin wasn't sure if she could take any more surprises. As Rena pulled her car onto Lakeshore Drive, Elin wondered what the great surprise was. "Elin, tell me all about the trip. Where did you go? Who did you meet? How were the shows?" "Hold your horses, Rena. I want to first see this surprise." Just then, Rena pulled into the parking lot of the cinema. Elin looked up at the marquee, and in big, red, flashing lights was that name she loved to see. "Gotcha!" Rena gloated. "This was one you missed." Elin's mouth remained open in gleeful surprise. This certainly was one on her because as far as she knew, she had seen every movie he had ever starred in. Elin really loved this theater because it was famous for finding the long-forgotten movies of stars who are now famous. Now, catching Rena by surprise, Elin grabbed her with a big scream and a hug. "Rena, you are a genius!" "Well, why are we sitting here? Let's get in there. You know how you hate not getting your good seat to see the man you love," Rena said playfully. Elin knew that Rena had heard her talk of TH, but for her to say the L word was a little bewildering. My goodness, she hadn't really thought that being a fan of the man was symbolic of love. And what a man he was. If Rena only knew what really happened in Vegas, she would be screaming all over this theater. As Elin settled back to enjoy the movie, looking straight down from the screen were those breathtaking eyes. God, I love his eyes. Elin knew that his eyes spoke volumes about his heart. Is this the man she actually met in Vegas? Did this man send me my own phone with only his private number in it? Elin knew that she must keep asking herself these questions to maintain the reality. She remembers her mother saying, "Only believe."